You all right, Craig? How's everybody getting on? Having some thyme honey. That's really lovely. Ooh, crazy dream state last night. Fuck, you know. I think the astral realm was kicking off big time for a lot of people last night. It was really interesting. How's everybody doing? All right, TT? How is everybody? Put it right up against. There we go. How's everybody doing? It's crap. Right. Morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Having my chlorella. Yeah, shit. Hey, lady Godiver? Godiver? Go diver? God ever? Never mind. Morning, Shilajit tea. Oh, I should actually link it at the moment because it's very, very cheap. If anybody's wanting any, feel free. I'm going to add it on here. Go. Pin it. Yeah. So, I think I'm staying down here for the week, which is lovely, with seafood. Get some more payday end of this week. Yeah, so basically, I take quite a bit, actually. Like, you know, that's probably about half a gram, something like that. Yeah, this is Shilajit for anybody who doesn't know as well. We are bringing the jars back, but for the moment, you can get 15 grams for like 13 quid. And this, like, I was trying seafood stuff that he got the other day, and his is from the Altai Mountains. This is from the Himalayas. There's stargates underneath those mountains as well. Guys, protect me on this, saying all this. Yeah, so there's stargates underneath those mountains, and it infuses homeopathically light codes into this stuff. So for right now, it's fucking awesome for humans to be taking. Very grounding as well. Helps with your dream state. And I took quite a lot before I went to bed last night. Oh my God. I could read out my dream to you if you wanted. It was insane. Like, I'm waking up in the morning, putting my candle on and just writing down all my dreams. It really sort of like brings the forefront of your subconscious mind there. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm just having a green tea with ginger, my Shilajit, and then I have my chlorella as well. And also, seafood gave me like a proper going over like a chi body massage down my spine yesterday. Fucking incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. So I think I'm staying down here for the week, which is really exciting. Yay! And yeah, I'm going to learn from seafood boggy. Should add him into this, really. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. But yeah. So, Shilajit, it's pinned in here. If anybody wants any, it's really cheap like right now. And yeah, embodied with shitloads of light codes and all sorts of stuff. And I have it twice a day now, one before I go to bed and then in the morning as well. So there we go. Where am I staying? I'm in Lincolnshire at the moment, in Lincolnshire. Wow, yeah, there you go. You send it? No, we don't. We don't, I'm afraid. Gypsy bed, Bev? We don't. How's everybody else getting on anyway? What's that crack? What's been happening for everybody? Is everybody's dream state been off their nut? Are they getting spiritual upgrades all the time? I say spiritual upgrades, downloads. Are you getting downloads all the time? Because I am. And it's like, it's good to say as well, like, guys, please integrate my downloads for me. You know, you're right, Riley Jack. Who do you support? I don't know. Yeah, loads of downloads at the moment. Like, it's flooding in. It's flooding in, you know? It's insane. Everybody's like, it's going through it right now. I don't, I'm afraid, mate. You know. But like I say, we are bringing the jars back. These are the 25 gram jars that you can get on their website, but you're better off getting the 15 gram packets as well. And it's only 13 quid right now, which is amazing. And I think it's 13 quid all week as well. But yeah, one could say that I do have a group somewhere on my bio that you can possibly go to if you wanted to. Yeah, water fasting really helps. I actually fast with the shilajit as well, and it just helps flush everything out of your system, basically. Oh, yeah, man. Cool. I'm going to learn loads today. Yeah, I'm going to go fishing as well because I didn't catch anything the other day, and there's a little fishery down the lane. I think I'm going to go there now that the weather's warmed up because it's like 14 degrees here again when it's been like -7 on a night time and things. And I was actually sleeping out in that. Too much what? But yeah, that's what I do with my shilajit is I just mix it into my morning drink. But to be honest, last night I just pull like half a gram off and stick it underneath my tongue. But yeah, how's everybody else getting on? What's the crack? Tell us what's going on. Give us some stimuluses for things. But yeah, dream state last night was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Blown away. Mental. Absolutely mental. What about Flo? Love it. Oh, I have such a brilliant partner. I really do. She's amazing. You know, we're working through loads of stuff right now. It is a really good stimulus for stuff. It's like, you know, finding out that I had an avoidant patterning was really interesting, and having a partner who you're able to work through it with, and she has sort of the anxious side of it. So usually you get together with partners who have like the avoidant anxious dynamic. Not usually, actually. It depends on how aware you are of your subconscious patterning and things like this. But it brilliantly mirrors each one of our unconscious wounds, and like we're able to speak about these things in a really, really conscious and healthy way, which is something completely new for me. You know, so it's really strange for the ego mind that it's going like, oh, can I say that? But literally, anytime my ego mind comes out and says anything in my mind, I just speak it out immediately, and it's met with, oh, like my mind says this when you're thinking that, and it's like, you know, it's only the ego mind that literally creates all the suffering because it's attached. It's always trying to like pull you out of your vibration. It's always trying to like disrupt that balance, that peace, that harmony, you know. And it's like, she's a twin flame. Yes, twin soul. She definitely feels like it, you know. And I've had a false twin flame relationship, which you go through, and then you have another one that's sort of like an integrated one where you start to set boundaries, and then you find the right person for you, you know. And it's like, ultimately, they're helping us to see ourselves clearer. That's why we connect with these beings, you know. And it's, yeah, same, there you go. So it's really interesting, isn't it? You know, these dynamics and stuff. Yes, Blackbird. But yeah, it's just really lovely. And I'm so attracted to her. Like, she's older. Yeah, exactly. Fake one opened me up. Same, exactly the same. It's really interesting. So it is a part of this dynamic because you get a lot of bullshit and all the rest of it. But ultimately, you are who you're looking for. You know, that happiness and that prolonged happiness. It's you, you know, that they're helping. We're helping one another to find out who we truly are, you know, through loving acceptance from that other person. And that's when you come together with your twin soul or your twin flame or whatever you want to call it. It is a part of the path, you know, it is a part of the path. It's beautiful, you know. Yeah, I had dreams of my false twin flame before I met her, and yeah, it's really interesting because then one of my guides like showed up in her dream state, and like was checking her out and stuff. Not like checking her out; I was probably checking her out because she's fit as fuck. But like, she's older. She's like 12 years older than I am. 2 kids, and she's just beautiful. She's just beautiful inside now. And like, she's that person who I feel completely comfortable in sharing whatever it is with, and that's a really nice thing, you know. And when you meet these people, it feels quite almost like unsettling or something to your ego mind, or to the ego mind, because it's just like it's not used to this. It's not used to being open, so open with people and all the rest of it, but it feels really nice to be in that place. So yeah, it's fantastic. There you go. Makes me change it around. Really enjoying my teas recently as well. Like I've got like a detox tea, a green tea with ginger in, and actually Boggy Seafood had a really nice one. It was green tea with something yesterday. I might go and pinch one off him actually. Oh, I've got one in my pocket actually. I'm gonna have another tea after that. What did I get? I got. It wasn't this one that I really enjoyed yesterday. But yeah, it's all teaching us about authenticity, and that's why authenticity is the highest vibrational state we can be in, because like when you're truly yourself, you're just very aligned. Metabolism, peppermint with spiced green tea. Oh, cinnamon again, man. Like cinnamon keeps coming up for me right now. Yeah, I'm going to go for a little trip out today, I think. I could even go fishing today, actually. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, I just feel like going around with a few cans of corn somewhere and just doing that. I love being in love with my beautiful hubby. It's heaven. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, exactly. It's nice when you get that person who you can just totally confide in, and yeah, because it's hard to do it all on your own. You know, it's really hard to do it all on your own. Similarly, you know, in not even in romantic relationships, it's nice to have people around you that you can open up to in whatever way, you know. And it's like, you know, Sifu and I, like, you know, he's older, he's like 54 or something like that. But like, as soon as we met one another, we're like, hey, how's it going? You know, because it's like your soul remembers. Parli Italiano? No. And yeah, it's really cool because it's like he did a load of work on my back last night. He's sort of like sharing with me. It's like, you're obviously like a Shundao Taoist, you know. It's like, obviously these are labels for things, but it's who we've come into this lifetime to embody and what we've come here to do. It's a big part of it and stuff, and it's really thank you for all the likes as well, people. It's really cool. Keep tapping away. That'll be spot on. And it's really nice to meet somebody who're on a vibrational level of the same, like the way that we think, the way that we perceive reality is very much similar, you know. So it's like, yeah, it's really, really comforting, you know, to have all these really good people, because in our lives, as if you want to call it empaths or highly sensitive people or whatever it is, you know, we often go through life and we're always there going like, oh, when are these people going to come in, you know? When is it that I'm going to meet the right people? I'm going to have to, you know, I'm going to stop all the karmic connections, and realizing that people are going to fucking think, and we create it all. Ultimately, we create everything here, you know. So it's like we pull these people in to mirror to us where we're maybe out of alignment, or where we're maybe compromising ourselves, or maybe where we're just out of balance with ourselves. So it doesn't allow us, you know, we have to go through those trials and tribulations to really recognize that you're what you're looking for. You know, everybody's looking for you. That's it. We have to change our frequency. Yeah, but sometimes it's about going into those lower frequencies to ebb out all of the not self, you know. So it's like being open to everything, and everything's good. It's all good. It's all good. Even all the shit that's going on in the world at the moment, like it's all there to teach us. It's there to teach us about who we are deep down on a deeper level, you know. So the more struggle and strife you go through, the more you're able to see yourself clearer. So it's like the paradoxes are amazing in this. You're right, Hannah. Hello, Mans. How are you? So yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's all good. Like literally, you know, if something shitty is turning up in your life, it's showing up for a reason. It's showing up so that you can teach yourself more about who you are, what you will and won't allow into your life, you know. Yeah, massive clearings going on in the world at the moment. It's huge, you know. So yeah, it's incredible time right now, you know, and I really feel this shift happening on a quantum fucking, it is going so fast right now, you know. You've got to be who you are, you know. You've got to know who you are, know thyself, authenticity, that's it, you know. And not be scared to be yourself, you know. So then if you're around other people, you know, and you're saying like, oh, fuck them, they're doing this to me and all the rest of it, it's like, No, it's there for a reason. It's there to go like, are you happy being where you are right now? You know, are you happy in your job? It's like, well, don't complain about it all the time. If you're not happy in your job, change your job. That's it. What is the best thing life has taught you? Truth will set you free. Be honest. Be vulnerable. Be like as raw as you can be, and that will align you to who you truly are. And don't be attached to people staying there in your life forever. Yeah, no attachments. Don't be attached to outcome. Don't be like, my life is in full flow at the moment. I've given my will to the divine. I read numbers. Yeah, I look at synchronicities. If I'm getting loads of synchronicities, then I'm in a place where, Sifu's wants to come on now. I'm getting loads of synchronicities. If I'm seeing loads of angel numbers, then I'm going in the right direction. If I am getting my body nudges and taps and things, and if I'm feeling into the energy in my body of going like, I think I have to go up there this week, or I have to do this week, and it's going, no, it's like, maybe I should do this, and then you get a clearing, and you get that open energy rather than that contraction energy. That's big. Yeah, listen to your body. Take words, your logical mind out of it, the linear way that it wants to like perceive time. Take all that out of it and just go with the flow. Literally, give your will up to the divine, and it will put you into your highest timeline. Yeah. My life is a flow state at the moment. It has been for the last year. I go around and visit different people who I meet online. Like, literally, that's it. I go around and I visit all these different people, and I go like, hey, how's it going? I really like your energy. Can I come and stay with you? And they're like, yeah, no bother. That's how I ended up here. It's like Sifu and his partner Els put me up in this mezzanine, and it's like, I'm going to stay here for the rest of the week, I think, because I just really love being around their energy. It's fantastic. And this is what my life is now, and I'm so blessed that I get to do it. And Sifu's on here right now. There you go. I love it. Mr. Boggy. The universe has been showing me so much, like what you're saying, synchronicities. Yeah, just follow the synchronicities, follow the numbers. Love everything you're saying. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing anyway. It really works. Talk about timelines. Talk more about timelines. You have three minds: head, heart, and gut. Yes. Ah, sir. Do you listen to songs for the deaf as you're going with the flow? Do you listen to songs for the deaf as you're going with the flow of your life? I don't understand that, mate. Do you listen to songs for the deaf by Queens of the Stone Age? There's another synchronicity. As you're going with the flow in your life. I love it. It's been so eye-opening. That's synchronicity in itself, because up at Kate's house, her husband or ex-husband, well, still currently husband actually, has got a poster on the wall from Songs of the Deaf, that album, and it's signed by the guys who did it. I don't know their names. I'm never a big one for learning. Like, I know songs, I don't really know band members, any of that sort of stuff. Don't try is force. No trying is needed. Do be angel. That's what I was looking at the things hanging in my car the other day as well. And it's just like there's a bee and an angel, and it's like be angel, be an angel. Yeah. Now I've got one of them little seed pod heads as well. That's it. But class anyway. There you go. Tangent. I kept seeing 9/11 for the longest time, and the other day I saw 555. Right. On the way here, right, to Sifu's, I was saying to Els, I was like, I've never seen so many triple digit number plates, like 555, 7. I saw 555, 222, 444. I saw 444 4 times. I saw 777 twice. I saw 555. Then immediately after it, a 222. I was just like, what? These are the things, yeah? Because it's like, what is turning your head at that moment to see those? Yeah? Look down at the car. I've got a 111 on the speedometer as well, What turned my eyes at that time? Yeah? What is actually in control here? Ooh. Yeah? strange, isn't it? Don't doubt that stuff, and don't attach to it being good or bad. Yeah, it's literally, well, that's why I've been seeing 222 all the time, mate. And threes, 333s, it's everywhere. What does it mean? It just means that you're in alignment. Don't look too much into what the numbers mean. You can, if you get a sense that you want to get a certain message from it or a little bit of confirmation that's more than just the confirmation of the numbers, look into them, yeah? That's it. But what you've got to do is just bear in mind that, like, if you're seeing all of these numbers, it's a good thing because it means that you're on track in some way, shape, or form. But don't attach to whatever it is that you're going to. Usually it is pretty positive, do you know what I mean? Because it's for your soul growth. And if you see it as that, there is no good or bad, it's like then you'll perceive everything as a benefit to you. But if you're still in sort of like a limited mind space, that you're, I went there and I saw all these numbers and then life turned to shit. And I'm like, yeah, but it hasn't finished yet. So it's really important to like not attach to outcome in whatever it is. It's not to say that everything is shit. It's not. If you perceive it as, it kind of is, because we create everything. But then if you perceive it all as being good and a benefit and a lesson, that's the way to look at it. And in place of neutrality and acceptance for what is, then you're able to sort of like decipher, hang on a minute, this is for my benefit, It's like, but the attachment of this is going to be amazing. And it's like, usually it is amazing, okay, But again, that's maybe because I'm perceiving everything as just like, it is all good, yeah? It's like all the turmoil that's going on in the house at the moment. Well, it's died all down now, It's like between my ex-partner and my mum and dad and things, it's just like, you can see that and be like, we're going to react to it and all the rest of it. Whereas if you stay calm, then you're able to just see the lesson through it. And that's one of the biggest things on this journey is recognizing like a lot of times, because we're quite absorbent, as maybe like we describe ourselves as highly sensitive or empaths or whatever it is, in the testing period or the like learning or deciphering period of that, you're then put in places that are going to test you, and they will test you, but the people around you can often like we can let people around us overpower us, and then their way of perceiving reality can filter into ours if we're not super aware or careful, So it's like recognizing where that's happening in your life and then not allowing any more of that in, because we control all of that, We control all of that, what's being allowed into our field. So, yeah, it's about really just recognizing, is this benefiting me? Because you can say like, well, everything's a lesson, but then it's not like we just go into situations that are detrimental to us and we just go, well, it's benefiting me. And there's a level of recognition of where we go like, okay, I can see that this is quite toxic and I don't really want to be in this energy anymore, and it's actually harming me more than it's doing me good. Maybe it's that you've learned the lesson that isn't where to be. Yeah, maybe it's like there's a deeper lesson in there. Who knows? Who knows? What do I know? I'm not going to steal that off you, Sifu. Or some shit. That's mine. Or some shit. But yeah, it's up to us to really decipher what is going on, and then sort of like respond in a calm way, And that's why it's all about regulating your nervous system. So you're able to come to that place of harmony and have that continuous, lovely, harmonistic way of life. And that's what we're doing, is just recognizing that. Anybody wanted to buy any Shilajit? It's really cheap at the moment, so there you go. It's on the Black Friday deal. They don't do it in the jars, but they're bringing the jars back. But you can get 15 grams, and if you've still got a jar from back in the past, then you can put it into this stuff. If not, if you find in the packets a little bit of a ball ache, because they're sort of like now in a zip pack like that, basically. Keep them in the fridge, and then you can just bite off bits and things. But we get it in a blob now. But it's cheaper for you, cheaper postage as well. And right now it's on a Black Friday deal for like 13-14 quid. So there you go. Stock up if you feel like it. If not, no one is at all. It's completely up to you. What does that mean, those numbers? Yes, they're just signs. That's it. And I've had so many this morning already. Like, I'm on the path of the 369. So I look out for 3 6 and 9s all the times, and then triple digits a lot of the time. Or you can like, it's up to you, because we create everything, okay? So if you get like it's like, if it's 12 minutes past 9 at night and it's going 2 1 1 2, that tells me to like focus on something, because the numbers are going in. If you're getting like numbers that go up the way, like 1 2 3 or 4 5 6 or whatever it is, then it's like, that's the next progression. Yeah. So it's looking into what the symbology of them is showing you in their way that they're representing whatever it is to you. That's the way that I perceive it. Okay. So yeah, it's all about that really. It's like, I don't know why it keeps flashing up with restrictions on the showcase. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Love you, TikTok. Where was I going with that? There's other ones as well. And it's up to you. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you. But like right now, I see it as I'm on the path of the 3, 6s and 9s. So if I'm going somewhere, I'm typing into Google Maps, like when I was coming down to here, you know, it was like, it was 3 hours and 33 minutes. Yeah. And it was just like, or if it's adding up to either a 3, a 6, or a 9, especially 9s, I'm just like, whoa, yeah, it's like 33% battery at the moment that I've got. Similarly, if I'm speaking about certain things on here and I'm looking at the likes, of which you're smashing, thank you very much, people, and then I'm also looking at the amount of people who are in here as well. If I'm saying a certain thing that is key bang on, and those are in alignment with either 3, 6s or 9s, and I'm just like, yeah, here we go. So that one will read like 45 and that one will read 33 or something like that. And I'm like, truth, that's what it's saying to me. Okay. So, but it means different for everybody else. If you want certain numbers to show up, like just put that out into your intention or put that out to the universe and say like, you know, show me that I'm in alignment, or show me that, oh, the sunshine's coming out. That's lovely. It was absolutely pissing it down here before. It was like American rain. But I love sitting and watching it. I was just opening the door and I'm like, oh, amazing. What's it made me so nervous? Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, everything scares you until you realise that the thing that was scaring you was the thing that you were actually after, you know. The universe talks to you via sign signals, animals, clouds, plants, trees, bees, everything, literally everything, you know. And this is it. It's like, you know, I ask my guides for help. You know, if I've ever parked my car and it's not, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to buy a ticket. Like, you know, I'll just say, guides, please put protection on my car, make sure I don't get a ticket. Every single time I've done that, yeah. Similarly, if you're on a journey, protect me on this journey, you know, that I'm going on, guides, because they're going like, come on, like, users, we're tools for you to help you in this reality, because this reality is malleable and you control it, you see. So it's about really recognizing that. But like every time I've gone, like I just put protection on my car, don't have a disc or anything like that, put protection on my car, make sure that the car doesn't thingies. The universe listens to you. Just as we don't know what it is that turns our head to look at a number plate at that specific time. I'm channeling right now because my mouth's getting dry. As we are doing those, you know, as we are having our head turned by stuff, oh, so are we doing it? No, we don't. We're not really here. Yeah, it's like it's all the divine doing this and playing a game with our ego minds. That anyway, what I'm saying is like, and I was speaking to somebody about this when I was over in Portugal, you know, and I said like, no, if you put protection on a car, or like, you know, I always assign like a couple of angels to my daughter and my ex-partner to keep them safe and things. And I know that they're protected, and no matter what they're going through, even if it appears that it's detrimental or bad or whatever it is, I know that they're being protected for some, you know. And it's like what we attach to now as being good or bad, we don't know because it hasn't played out yet, you see. So if we react to it in that moment and think that it is negative, when really it's a progression of positivity, always, that's the way that I perceive it all, no matter what's happening. I'm going off on tangents again. Then, you know, we lose that faith. But we only lose that faith because of our reaction, because of our immediate, oh, this is shit. And it's like, no, this isn't shit. You don't know if it is shit. Yeah? So if you perceive it as being shit, then it potentially is shit. But if you perceive it as being good, it's good, positive. Yeah? And that's why regulating our nervous system and all this sort of stuff. What was I talking about before? Putting protections on things. Yeah? Ask your guides for help. Yeah? They're there, they're in higher dimensions, and they're literally sat there like, oh, just reading the sun again, and this is boring, you know. So they're obviously not reading the sun, but I just want my guides to show me a picture of them. Our guides are not bad, class. And so, yeah, when you're saying, like, put protection on that, on my car, don't give it a ticket, you know, then we're going like, yeah, but it doesn't control everything. And it's like, well, it kind of does, because what pulls your head down to look at those things at that immediate time? What pulls your head to look at a sign that's saying number 333? You know, what's in control of that? So anyway, thusly, if there's a ticket warden going by or whatever, he might just take a different road. You know, oh, no, I get a sense I need to go down this road. It may be taking you away from your car that was over here. Do you see what I mean? Like, this is really becoming unified with the eternal consciousness that's there all the time, and it's constantly helping us and stuff. And this will sound fucking wacko to people who have no perception of this at all. Great. If that's it, this life ain't for you. That's all right, you know. But it's like, it's really stepping out of what I'm just this individuated conscious thing that's here. It's like, no, we're stepping out into these higher realms of awareness. And with that comes a lot of faith and trust. And you realize that faith and trust is gained by literally putting your intention out to the universe and watching the universe go, yeah, I'll do that for you, don't worry, you know, and keeping yourself in that state. So, channeling. And we're all channels, right? Don't put me on a fucking pedestal, yeah? I didn't know shit about anything 4 years ago. What? God? Fuck off. No, bollocks, you know? So I didn't have a clue. And I've just discerned my way to this through recognizing what's happening, through these signs and signals. And I'm just like, cool. And now I'm really grateful for it because it's class. Because that's how I live my life. Like, type into Google Maps, where am I going? Oh, yeah. 2 hours and 7 minutes, 9, bang, let's go. You see? It's like Sifu, you know? The synchronicities are here. And he lives in Kelsey, in North Kelsey. My second name is Kelsey. It's like, come on. And it was 3 hours and 30 minutes here or something like that. And I'm just like, what? You know? Oh, no, I'm not going to go. Do you know what I mean? 63, 9, there you go. 279, yeah, see, there you go. Love it. The way the universe talks to me can be so subtle, it's amazing. Yes, exactly. And Seaford, oh my God, right, I'm going to keep going off on tangents here, but it's great. You know, the wind talks to me all the time. Yeah, that was the one big thing that really started my awareness of this, was like the wind always just licked my face at certain times when I was thinking certain things. Yeah. And then what else? Birds, bird calls, blackbirds especially. But any bird, it doesn't matter, yeah? Because there is no blackbird, there is no sparrow, there is no bluebird, yeah? They're just names that we've made up for consciousness, yeah? And that consciousness is talking to you all the time. But if you're unaware of it, if you're not open to it, yeah? Openness is the best term for God, the divine, whatever it is that I have heard, right? And literally those birds are there going like, you're thinking certain things, or you sat in meditation, or you just sat moping, or whatever it is, you know, and it's like they go beep, beep, like that at a certain time. There you go, butterfly, lovely, thank you. Yeah, so everything's talking to you all the time. It's just whether or not we're open to listen to it. That's it, you see. So thank you for all the follows, everybody. Cheers for all the likes as well. You keep smashing that. That'd be absolutely superb. I feel I'm on a bit of a flare this morning, so there we go. Namo. I'll be writing a text or thinking a thought, and then as soon as the TV will say, hang on a minute, I'll be writing a text or thinking a thought, then as I think it, the TV will say, it is wild. Yeah, steal away. Where are you from, mister? Yorkshire originally, but I live in Scotland. Do random and constant synchronicities with another person signify a soul tie? I mean, we're tied with everybody. Yeah? It's like, you know, everyone's like, oh, you're a soulmate, and you're a soulmate, and they're not. It's like, no, everybody's a soulmate. And like, as Sifu says as well, everybody is also a Sifu. Everybody is here to teach you, no matter how unconscious you think they are. Or, you know, if you think they're unconscious, then more often we're unconscious as well, you know. But can you ever be fully unconscious or conscious? There's a question. So yeah, everybody's there as a soulmate. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't matter whether you get on with them or whatever it is. Like, for instance, my partner who I met after I left the mother of my child. Like, we had a really like intense and then fractured relationship, and it ended with us, you know, separating and whatever. But she taught me so much about that, you know. And it was like, I got readings when I was with her, and they said like, the Arcturians are here to help you, and she was Arcturian basically. So, or she'd come from Arcturus basically. That's where her soul had first incarnated, and she was there to teach me. She was there to trigger me. Yeah. So if anybody's triggering you in your life, good, because they're exposing unconscious parts of you to yourself so that you can step into your higher self or who you are. You know, no connection. Why? Damn it. Hey, what do I know? Some shit. Yeah, that's it. Now they're going to Ireland. I don't know. Tofu, seafood, mushroom, ladybug. It's always the clock. Yeah, clocks. Yeah. Ask the universe for a sign you recognise. I do that a lot. Yeah. Good to see others are going through the same awakening. Yeah, brilliant. Time is an illusion. We're all energy, positive, negative. One can't exist without the other. Tao. 3, the Trinity, sacred child. 6, feminine. 9, the divine masculine. Yes. There we go. See, learning every day. Never stop learning. I am as much a student as I am a teacher, but I'm not really a teacher because I'm just fumbling my way through life, saying what it is that I know at this current moment in time. There is no heaven and hell. Yeah, heaven and hell, you could say, are the ego mind, or being in bliss, being connected with your higher self, which you're pretty much always connected to your higher self anyway. That's how you get them. You map them out in a map and sustain the waterways. I don't know what you're on about. Yes, you do create your story, yes. I'm just a messenger. Yeah, exactly. We all have higher self. 369, Nikola Tesla's numbers. You believe they're the most powerful numbers? Yes, definitely. Unprotected too, but definitely. But definitely make sure. I know I'm protected. Yes, always say I know I'm protected as well, because that's it. You look at people's intentions, actions, and not words. Words can talk and talk. It's got to be their energy. Feel their energy. If it's good and pure and all the rest of it, that's good. But also you can get curveballs on this one as well, so be very aware. But it's all good. We should be for evolution, not destruction. This world is very unbalanced. Yes, my angels and dragons are dragon dogs. Yes. It's really hard being in the spiritual journey in the US right now, especially being a woman, but you're both divine masculine and divine feminine, or masculine and feminine all in one. Only politics, religion, related. Yep, it's all good though. We should be out for humanity with good intentions. Well, don't should anybody. Oh, do whatever you want. That's where our power is. You've got to embody what it is that you see you want in the world, and then just be that and don't force it on anybody. Power if everybody says money has. We have the power if everybody says money has no value. Money doesn't have any value. It's just what we give it consent to do. It's an idea. It doesn't actually exist. Psychology says your body can't tell the difference between what you imagine and what is real. Yes. Trick your mind. Fake it till you make it. God is good, and he's also bad. But he's neither as well at the same time. It's not vibration, it's your emotions, how you feel. Always general vibration, refreshing. Please. Yes, I'm struggling to get down the comments. You're refreshing it again. All the energy, positive. No exist without it. Yeah, Tao. One thing is quantum physics say the same, hence why we have blind case studies. The observer effects. Really love it, Sifu. I'm staying at Sifu's place at the moment as well. It's lovely for anybody who doesn't know. It's fantastic here. It's all the characteristics of cosplay in the movie. Set world to get what you want. Yes. You can call it God, you can call it source, you can call it whatever you like. Yeah. Exactly. So these are just words. No, there's no heaven and hell. That's it. Kelsey from the north comes to North Kelsey. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, heaven and hell were created, as Sifu was telling me the other day, heaven and hell, the ideas of this polarity were created back in the 1400s as a divisive thing to control people, basically, Was it, I don't agree with all aspects of this song, but Scroobius Pip and Dan Lassac released a song called Letter from God to Man. It's really cool because you could listen to that. And in that, he says, see if I can retort the whole lot from the beginning. Says, I need to sit up. Hi Rachel, how are you? You alright, mate? Cheers for all the likes, everybody. switched on my guts and sat like that, squashed for a while. Let me stand up. What was I going to say? Dave the dog. Great name for a dog, Dave. Oh, it's more burps coming. Excuse me. Letter from God to man. Hey there, how's it going? Long time no see. I know I haven't been around much lately, but it didn't seem like you wanted me to be. Last time I sent down a messenger, you nailed him to a cross, so I figured I'd just leave you to it. I'd let you be your own boss. And I've been watching you have, and it's amazing how you've grown, all the technological advances and problems you've overthrown, all the beautiful art you've created with such grace and such finesse, but I must admit there are a few things that have impressed me less. Oh, bollocks! I forgot where it goes from there. Have impressed me less. Oh, it's a really good song. Go and listen to it anyway. It really resonated with me when I was growing up and things. All the problems such grace and finesse, but I must admit there are a few things that have impressed me less. I'd love to repeat all that, but I can't right now. There you go. 39. Jimmy, you have any advice for women in the US who are trying to stay positive? Yeah, choose to be happy. It doesn't matter. Stop watching the news, okay? Like, the news is there. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But what I prefer to do is not watch the news, because the news is there to condition us. And this is talking about timelines, as somebody mentioned in a comment up the way as well. Like, the powers that were only have control over us if we give it consent. So if we're watching the news and getting involved in all the politics and all the stuff that we don't have any control over, yeah, it's all orchestrated. So if we're going like, oh my God, I can't believe this and this is happening and all the rest of it, focus on positive things, yeah? Focus on positive things and create a timeline that is of harmony and something that you actually want to see. Let go of the outside world, because you have no control over that, yeah? Get yourself to a point of happiness within yourself. So literally telling yourself like, I'm awesome, I love who I am, I'm fantastic, I sometimes fuck up, but I love that. It's like, I admit my mistakes, I learn from them, let's grow. What do I want to eat today? How can I best serve myself? Go out into nature, do all these things, simple shit, yeah? And just be happy. Like, if wherever you are, if you have a phone and you have running water, then you have something to be grateful for. So write down, get a gratitude journal. Where's mine? Oh, God, it's in my bag. Just write down literally all of the things that you've got in your life that you're grateful for right now. Don't focus on the stuff you can't control, because you can't control any of that. So I don't pay any attention at all. Yeah. All I focus on is what I can do in my lifetime right now to benefit myself first and foremost. Yeah, you have to be a little bit selfish. As Sifu says, like, be of service to yourself 51% of the time. Other 49% of the time, be of service to other people. Yeah, not like you have to go to food banks and help that way. It's not about that. It's literally just like smiling at people. If you're in the supermarket, give the cashier hey, what do you love to do? And watch their energy lift. Yeah, because that little tangent of energy that you've just given to them, that care and that consideration and that, hey, I'm here, I hear you, that is massive to the world. Yeah, that's how you can change it. Stop thinking and worrying about yourself. Go out there and do things that you can really help. Just lift it's little lifts, like raise the frequency of this planet. It's not about big things. It's not about going out there and changing governmental systems. Change your own internal system of how you see and perceive yourself, and then literally go out there and share that with the world. Yeah. Cashier in the supermarket. I always use this as an example. It doesn't have to be that. It can be somebody in the park. Sit and have a chat with an old lady. Yeah. Literally, like, go out there and just emanate like care and attention for people around you, but don't overgive so that you burn out as well. So it's finding that balance. 51% of the time, be with yourself. Have that time for yourself so that you're not burning out. Other 49% of the time, be of service to others. Yeah, because that is the best thing that we can do. Is what I've found is that consistent joy and peace and tranquility within you is when you're caring about yourself and you're also caring about other people as well. But don't be so concerned by what other people think about you, even if they think you're being weak, because I see that on my path, on my path, it's been the one thing that has really like, been massive. Is just like burning out and not being of service to myself and thinking that I had to give endlessly. When you do that, you're an empty cup, burnt out, you're worn out, tired, So it's like, go out there into the world and be your beautiful self for this world. That's it. Little lifts. Ask people in the supermarket, what is it that you love to do? Yeah. And a lot of people will just be like, oh, nothing. I just come to work and I don't really do much. It's like, cool, right. That's fantastic, But it gets them thinking, Some people like, there's a guy in Aldi I remember one time actually, and he told me a beautiful thing, and he was just like, oh, that's a really good question. I love going out and bird watching. I was just like, wow. Like, where do you go? Like just the UK or whatever it is? Be interested, yeah, because you are that person, and it makes us like tear up and stuff. Like, be interested in what that person has to say, yeah, because all people want in this lifetime is to be heard, And like, he told me the story, and he was like, well, I was over on Lake Parco in Italy or something like that, and I knew what lake he was on about because I went fishing. Not fishing there, but like I watched fishing videos and there was fishermen on that thing. I was like, oh, I know that lake. It's like, thingy, isn't it? It's huge. And he's like, yeah, how do you know it? And then you get into a real rapport with people and you start to see them light up, yeah? And all this lightness comes into their being because they just sat there, beep, beep, beep all day. You all right? Yeah, not bad, yeah. I bet you can't wait to finish work. Kill me now. It's like, be that spark of divinity in their life that makes them go like, God, somebody actually really gives a shit. That's why we change the world. It's little lifts, changing the frequency. Because what if that guy, and I add a bit of humour back into it, it's like, what if that guy usually goes home and like beats the shit out of his wife, And it's like that night, you saved his wife a beating because you actually gave a shit about what it was that was going on in his life. Like, I'm not saying that that's what happens, but you got to laugh about these things as well, It's like, he goes home and his wife's like, he's like, do you know, somebody came in and actually asked me about how my day was going. She's like, oh, good, I'm not going to get a black eye tonight. It's like, that's a severe, like, example or an extreme comedicized example of what I'm talking about here, but that's the power that we all have, is the ability to like not get Betty your eyes beaten up, It's like he's that, it's fucking stupid, but it's class. I love it. Cha. I've learnt so many lessons from people who don't think they know anything. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I won't label them as anything, but definitely feel like there's something to be learned. Yes. Do you have any advice for women in the US right now? You all right, Robin? How you doing, mate? I learn from my students all the time. I learn from my patients too. Yes, exactly. Home security is all over them. I've got over 3,000 pages of evidence. What is your thoughts on the soul trap theory? Well, we come here to learn lessons, yeah? It's not a prison planet or any of this sort of shit. Like, it's heaven if you want it to be, It's like, is there extreme examples of the polarity of good and bad? Yes, there are here. Why? Because we came here as souls to learn. There is no good and bad. There just is. And it's here as like, if your soul's here right now, all people listening to this live, if your soul is here right now, you are a highly evolved soul, okay? Don't let that get to your ego. It's just, you are a highly evolved soul. If you've come down to Earth at this time right now, as Dolores Cannon says, there was a 1 in 3 cut for souls to come down here at this time because there was so much to gain as a soul here on Earth right now. Yeah? So it's like, if you are here right now, well then, spot on. Good job. Yeah? But that's it. It's not a prison planet, It just is. We come here to learn. That's it, It's like, alignment guide. That's a good term. I love that. We're gonna get negative, we learn from it, turn that into positive. Yeah, exactly. And that's it. It's just learning to perceive reality in a way that harmonizes your life. That's it, really. Clearing my heart cells squashed up. It's not good. I'm going to get on the kettlebell after this. Got a block of stuff here. What is the simplest way to stop letting fear control you? Take the piss out of it. Take the piss out of it. If you can't help yourself, you can't help nobody else. Yes, being fun, my life. So I'm trying to get down the comments. People say just let go, but I'm trying. There's so much resistance going on within me. Yeah, just feel into that resistance. Let it be there. Stop watching the news years ago. Yeah. Because they're trying to create timelines, basically. They have to use us and our consciousnesses to create these fearful timelines, you know? So it's like, that's how they know that we're so powerful. Because we're like, oh God, all the monkeys are waking up. It's like, yeah, we are. Because of what they're doing. The harder they push, the more we wake up. It's fantastic, isn't it? If I was God and I wrote this in, which we all are, then I would have written this in as well. It's funny that, isn't it? Since I realised how watching the news made me feel, yes. Yeah. We receive when we give. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Meditation is key. But you can meditate in doing anything. Do you know what I mean? If you're fully present in what you're doing, you know, then that is a meditation in essence, you know. So it can be a walking meditation. It can be bowling. It could be fishing. I go fishing to meditate, you know. It's like, that's where I find myself. It's when I'm there. There's a wind down. Now I'm going to go tomorrow, I think. So the weather's warm right up. Spirituality, helping people turn my love into bikes. Bikes? I love motorcycles. It's in my blood. Yeah, do the things that you love to do. Act on your next highest excitement and be selfish in that, you know? Because it's like, you've got to be happy and doing what you're doing, and don't listen to what anybody else says, because they're not you, you know? You're you for a reason, to come here and shine your uniqueness onto the world, and that's all it is. So don't go listen to other people, what they're doing, you know? You can get ideas and stimulation from that, that's fine, but like, be who you are, yeah? Universe. Uni, one, verse, song. It's all a big vibration game. I had a beautiful convo with the kiddos. School janitor is very clever. He thanked me for taking the time. Yeah, love it. Yeah, exactly. Those little things are amazing. Fee, you're right, mate. Can you add the gummies to the basket? Did you sort the issue with delivery to Scotland? I don't own the business. It's G. He's an absolute legend. But yeah, I can add the mushroom gummies to the basket. There we go. Yes, there we go. And I've added the mushroom gummies to the basket as well. Thank you, Fee. I don't know why. Whereabouts in Scotland do you live, Fee? I can't see why they wouldn't send to Scotland. Right? Just message them directly and he'll be able to send them out to you. He's a legend, the guy who owns Raw Company. Really is a good guy. But yeah, if anybody is wanting a Shilajit right now, like I say, I've just had mine. It feels like an absolute microdose, to be honest. And it's... What was I clicking on that for? Oh yeah, it's like 13 quid at the moment as well. So you get £10 off per 15 grams. So stock up if you want to. If not, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. I'm definitely down for the conversation. Just don't like the manipulation. I like fishing too. Doc asked a patient, what makes you happy? Great question coming from a medical person. We are all one consciousness. In physics, it's called the quantum field. Yes, exactly. Yeah, laughter, exactly. I mean, imagine if we had 50% of the people like-minded. It doesn't matter. We have the amount that we have right now, and I'm happy with that, you know? It's like we are waking everybody up through us being our authentic selves. That's the beautiful thing. Oh, cheers, Medicine Man Sam, for liking the live. That's nice. Pay little attention to people and light up. Where intention goes, energy flows. Exactly. Don't give a flying fuck what other people are doing, because you're not them and they're not you. And we only give consent to these people to... I'm going to go and make another tea. We live in a consensual universe. And what we allow then gets created. It's very clever, because once you wake up to that, then it's like, wait a minute then, no, I can start creating an amazing life for myself, can't I, you know? And it's just not giving too much of a flying foof about it all. And just being who you truly are. And if you don't know what that is, go out and try stuff. Go out and try loads of different things, you know? Find out what you like. And then when you do like something, start doing it. And then, like, I love talking to people, and I'm so blessed because I get to do that as a job. You know what I mean? A job. It's not even a job anymore. It's like all that 9 to 5, 3D bullshit is dying away as we like start to ascend into these higher dimensions of consciousness. What we're actually doing is we're moving out of like force everything, you know. We don't have to force anything here anymore. It's about us really aligning to what it is that we truly want out of life, going and doing that thing, and then watch all of the beautiful abundance flow in, you know, in whatever way. And abundance, I'm not just talking about financial abundance, because that can be a trap too, you know. It's like, oh, well, I'm in a job and I can't leave it to the kids, and, you know, I've got to do all this. I left my job in 2020, right? I left my job as a forestry manager, and I could have taken on the business by now and made like £80,000 a year, but it didn't make me happy, you know. So I stepped out of that, and I was being integral to a part of my life as well, you know. It's like I was not being my true self, and I wanted to leave this job, like I wanted to leave this job years before I actually did, you know, but they just threw more money at me, and I was like, oh, okay, then I'll go and do that. And it didn't suit any part of my soul. It didn't gratify any part of my soul. So then, oh God, oh, cheers, seafood for the back. It's awesome. I'm all sitting all scrunched up, and all my energy's getting trapped here at the moment. Ugh, I need it released. Gonna go for a run and do a kettlebell workout after this. So like I say, if you're in a job that you don't want to do, why are you doing it? You know? Because of the fear of money? Like, I stepped out of that and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I just had a child, right? I just, literally, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore, you know? I had no prospects, didn't know what I was going to do. And now here I am today doing these sorts of things, you know what I mean? Doing what I love. And now I don't do anything that I don't love to do, you know? And it's aligning to the path of a shaman or a healer or whatever it is, really. And I love doing this stuff, but also I'm just the guy next door, you know. I'm just a human being like everybody else. Yeah, don't put anybody that you see on here on a pedestal. They're just people. We're just people, normal people. Yeah, it's like, and I know everyone's like, don't call people and all the rest of it. I don't care, right? We're just beings. We're just beings here doing what we do, and that's it. I'm just a normal person. Yeah. It's like, there's nothing special about any of us. Like, we're all, you know, we get trapped into this spiritual idea and all the rest of it. It's like, we're just all normal beings. That's it, you know? It's like, that's the thing. Oh, that was a horrible thought. Or was it? Oh, friends. You know what I mean? Don't take it all too seriously, because it's a big game. It's a big game. I love this. Even this was a synchronicity. It was class. Gonna need to breathe. Definitely gonna go for a walk after this, cause it's still a bit windy. It was so weird though. For the last few days, like, so I went out fishing on the River Trent. Didn't catch anything, and then it was freezing, absolutely freezing. It's been Baltic, you know, and now the pressure's dropping again. So it's like the first time the pressure's dropped in like 3 weeks or something. I'm quite attuned to the weather and things like that. So then it's like, as the pressure drops, then the fish start to come back online and stuff. So that's really interesting. So yeah, I'm going to go fishing at the little fishery. I saw one on the way in and stuff. I like being in Lancashire, and I like small fisheries as well. It's like, you know, again, why am I saying this? I don't know. Because it's what I love to do. I love going out there and fishing, you know. And then moreover, it's like, I don't care if I catch or not. I'm just going out because I love being in nature, you know. And it's strategy. It's like, it's all these things, you know, with it. It's like, you know, and everyone is like, oh, vegans would be like, oh, I don't like fishing and all the rest of it. It's like, cool, you don't have to. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but we came here to experience things, you know. It's like, there is no good or bad as well, you know. Obviously, read between the lines of that. It's not like, oh, I really like murdering kids. You know, I always say this as a bit of a laugh. You know, it's like, I really love murdering kids, so go murder kids. No, don't go murder kids, obviously. You know, it's ridiculous. But, you know,
But there is the free will to do that. You will incur karma for that. So everything is balanced, and that's why there is no good or bad. So if you do want to go and do these atrocious things, feel free, but it's only going to come back on you. And if you don't remedy it in this lifetime, you'll just come back and have to do that again and again and again. And I know I've been a real swine in previous lifetimes. Do you know what I mean? Or parallel lifetimes as it is. But then we come back and we balance it all. And that's what it is. We're coming back into balance between our dark and our light, which we are both. If you deny one aspect of it, then you'll be one of the other. And if you go that way, you'll go that way. It's about walking the middle path of everything. Everything as well, Or some shit.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, I need to not sit scrunched. I need to sit on the floor. Oh, I've got the right block here. Let's have a look. Oh. Yeah. Hi. Oh, God, 90 comments. Here we go. New tea. It's like, for instance, balance everything. And I've beaten myself up for so much of this on the path. You see how everybody else is doing things, and you're just like, oh, I've got to fast all the time, and then, oh no, you can't eat stuff like this. And it's just balance everything. Walk the middle path, like Buddha. Yeah. So don't take it all too seriously, because if you do, then you get trapped in the mind again, and like, oh God, my mind has been a little swine for this from time to time. 93, love it. 45, love it. Yeah, see. Focus on someone and give them energy and watch them grow. Yes. Sounds really good. Watch this. Being awakened is a lonely road for a time being. Ooh, that's lovely, that. Oh, it's the cinnamon. See, Sifu, it's the cinnamon. The cinnamon kept coming in for me as a synchronicity. It was a synchronicity on the plate. Lady was telling me about, cinnamon. I think I need more cinnamon in my diet right now. No, I know I do, actually, because it keeps being shown to me. That's it. Humor is an awesome way to overcome anything. Yes, exactly. That's it. That's why I make all these ridiculous exaggerations and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm just scanning through the thingies. Cheers for the follow, Mike. Oh, cool. Ducati 999, love it. Everything is a meditation. Yes. G'day, mate. Long time. How's it going, Rach? You all right? How's it fucking going, mate? Oh, yeah. What you talking about, mate? Anybody else watch the Big Les show? Well, it's not the Big Les show anymore, isn't it? It's like the Sassy show or something like that. What are you talking about? You fucking druggo. Yes, you need discernment in who you help. Yes, there you go. Oh, that's really lovely. She's your Sifu. Yes, love it. Thoughts about morphic resonance. Any thought on that? Don't know. What is sustainability rate on it? On what? Been a while, mate. Hope all is well. Yeah, really good, Rach. Thank you. How are you? How's things going? It could just be a lesson. Everything is. I want to quit your job. Then, why? Well, ask yourself the question, Angela, why not? You take courageous steps. Every time I've taken one of them steps, it's like, I don't know where I'm going. And I just step forward. I'm always caught by the divine, because you're aligning to your highest potential. But sometimes the ego mind goes like, oh, you can't do that, scary. I'm not going to have enough money to live or whatever it is. And it's just like, The universe always looks after you, especially when you step into that higher frequency of courage. Then you start to align to what you're truly meant to do in life, If you're finding you're in, like turmoil or whatever it is in your own mind and stuff, cheers for all the likes, everybody. That's superb. Keep on going. Will be superb. If you're finding you're out of alignment and you're always stressed and anxious and all the rest of it, something is wanting to be shifted in your life. But you, as a consensual human, have to make that decision yourself. But all I can say is when I did this in my life and I made those leaps, that's when life really started to get interesting for me, And it also got very scary as well. So it's that beautiful balance of just like, oh my God, that was terrifying, but it was also beautiful as well. So it's just how you perceive it. But you're always looked after. And nothing can touch you either. That's the big thing. Not unless you give it consent to. That's what we're all waking up to. Ta Radford, you fucking legend. I'm aware of what makes me happy and what. Well, it's just hard right now to achieve, it seems. Look at money. It's just a tool. Yes. Left to admin is soul destroying now to me anyway. Yeah. I retain to do something more authentically me. How old are you? How old do you think I am? That's why I just do what I do. Fuck the system. I love my job. Yeah, exactly. Boom. How old were you? You quit with no prospects. Bollocks. I had all the prospects, mate. I had all the prospects. Like literally anything that I turn my hand to, and this isn't like, oh my God, look at me. Like anything that I turn my hand to, I can do, which is great. But it's also, there's a balance of that of it being shit because I'm just like, I've got all these options and I don't know where to go now, but I'm kind of finding where my alignment is by reading sign signals, synchronicities, numbers, all that sort of stuff. Thank you. It's one of our little Airbnb cottages. Yes, and if you would like to promote it, if anybody is in the Lincolnshire area or North Lincolnshire area, feel free to come here because it's beautiful. They do non-alcohol weddings. I love it. Cheers, Raddy. You find them on Airbnbs. What's your thoughts on this agent BS? I have no idea. I love you. Follow you. I love you too. It's a game, but it's also not a game. Depending on how you perceive it, that's it. What is the bracelet about? It's copper. What tea you making? It is peppermint, cinnamon, apple, spiced green tea. Yeah. Whoop. You're right, Nars. How you doing, mate? I had a fear of aging because of society. I'm just laughing at it. Yeah. Should never put honey on anything but wood. Yes, we were having this conversation last night. Sufi Bogu, really interested in Tai Chi. Yes, and Qigong. Well, they are lucky because he's absolutely incredible at it and he's been studying it for 40 years. Everybody follow Sifu Bogi because he's kind of my guide. I mean, we're all guides for one another, that's it, but he's incredible at what he does, and he sorted my back out last night, and oh my God, my dreams last night was incredible. I've been so poorly for a whole week. Today's the day I move. Yes, love it. Sally will do both. Yes, love that. The humanitarian worker. Where are you living at the moment? Up in Scotland. Metal pulls the goodness out of the honey. Yes, there you go. This is why I made this for the shilajit as well. It's the same with the shilajit. That's why I made this when I was fishing one time. This is cherry wood. So it's really hard, and it needs to be really hard because like the toughness of this stuff is like there. See? And like I say, good plug. Shameless plug, because it's incredible stuff, is the shilajit. It's helping a lot of people with a lot of different things right now. It's really cheap as well, so if you want to click the link in the shop, it's pinned, and you can get 15 grams for $13.95 or something like that at the moment as well. Like I say, it's something that I take daily, but I cycle it as well. Yes, exactly. You have no obligation to be the person you were even a second ago. And that's a big realization. Yeah. No obligation to be the person you were 5 minutes ago. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. Please keep tapping away. That'll be awesome. I'll go down until my battery's nearly died. Today, I don't know what I'm going to do. Depends if the wind stays up. It's nice and warm though today. It went from that's what I was saying before, and I went off on a tangent. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Yeah, exactly. I love it. It's fantastic. I love it. And then when I was having a tea with Boggy yesterday, it was like I got the superstar mummer one, or mum you're a star cup. That was it. There's like there's normal cups in there, but I was just like, oh, I'm definitely the bridesmaid. Love it. Just watch, don't advise now. Yeah, don't get emotionally attached. Perfect. Love it, Sally. It's so much easier when you're just like, I'm just going to do me. That's it, just going to do me. Yes, Sifu does Qigong lives on TikTok for free every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4:45. There you go. Been flat out, just doing my thing. Yes, mate, that's it. So if I was rude to the other day, just seen it, there comes a time when you realise, it's all right, Yellow Sun, don't worry, mate. Don't worry at all. It's all good. No, I do not judge. Let's quit our awful jobs. I love it. Well, to be honest, I spent this year learning and healing, so I guess that's why I stayed. Yes. Energy shift is amazing at the moment. Isn't it? Isn't it, mate? Like, Rach, honestly, like, it's been since Pluto went into Aquarius, everybody's just gone bup, 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 bup. I mean, we were going bup, 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 bup anyway, but now it's just like bup, 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 bup. It's class. It's class. Don't fear anything, not even death. Yeah, no, because death doesn't exist. Just look up. He's amazing. He explains a lot based on science. Cool. If I don't leave, I'm going to end up more unwell. Yes, there you go. Boom. You love it. We all know what it is that we have to do, That's it. I can't agree that it's all perception. You don't have to. You don't have to. You'll get some confirmation. Because everyone has their perceptions. Yeah. That kind of countered what you just said in I don't believe that it's all perception, but then you've said, but everybody has their perceptions. Everybody's perception of reality is true until it becomes not true, It's just like, and that's all we're doing is we are finding and discerning our way to truth that is like, yeah. And the only one truth that I really know is that everything's God. But even that is like, even that's words, It's just words. It doesn't actually mean anything, That's why, like, silence and, like, I haven't got my singing bowl with us, It's like, ding. There you go. That's about as truth you can. Maybe you eat very healthy food. Nope, not all the time. Set Cops Farm. There you go. Set Cops Farm cottages. Look on Google and Airbnb if you want to come and stay. And all the animals too. No, it's not the Matrix. I don't know what you mean, mate. We are all fleas on this planet 40 years and it's dropping the ocean. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, exactly. Zoom right out. Zoom out of Earth. Zoom out of our galaxy. We were talking about this last night with Sifu. It's like, that's what the DMT did for me, actually, or just meditation can do for people, is just you zoom out and 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 out and go right the way back out and you're just like, oh, nothing matters. But then in that as well, everything's a paradox. Everything matters. That's why, like, when somebody says, like, no, 4 + 4 is 9, I'm like, yeah, cool. No worries. Yeah, all good. Because it doesn't matter, Their perception of reality is correct, And then when you stop fighting, it's like Matty, my friend and I were talking about this the other day, and saying how, like, his brother was going, like, I don't agree with that. And it's like, you don't have to. You don't have to. It's all good, Because everybody finds their own way to truth eventually, and the truth always gets revealed, But that is one of the biggest, like, truths for me is the truth will set you free. So it'll set you free from suffering, thinking that you have to be a certain way, do certain things. You don't. Everybody on here is exactly where they need to be right now. Yeah. Every single one of you is exactly where you need to be and where you're meant to be right now. Or some shit. Can't bite in New Zealand. Can't bite in New Zealand. I tried shilajit for the first time last night. My hot flush is menopause, much less. There we go. There we go. Usually about 10, only 3. Love it, Al. Started taking shilajit. I got capsules from Holland and Barat. Like I say, just feel how it feels on your body. Yeah. And it's like, and then up the dose. But like I say, I take... And I do cycle it, but, if you're having menopause and stuff like that, then, obviously take more. I take literally probably about quite a lot. It's like about 0.5 gram, something like that. A day. That's probably more like 1 gram, actually. It's probably more like 1 gram than that. So maybe half of that, but build up to that. Don't just jump into that first and foremost. Build up to, like I say, I've been taking it on and off for a year now. So, but it almost acts like a microdose for me as well. And if you want to know a little bit more about it and see a channeling that was channeled to me through a friend about the mountains, like things that goes on under the mountains, what it's infused with as well, then if there was a, I don't know how to say this, because I can't divert you to other groups. Hang on a minute. I can't divert you to other groups through my bio that might say shillajit on it. Yeah. I can't do that. Yeah. I love it. Because TikTok doesn't like it when you transfer people to other places. So I'm being sneaky about it. I can't do that. And it's not like I have another group specifically for just like, off. How can I say this? Anyway, there's the link in my bio. Go and have a look. Didn't realise you're in my neck of the woods. I live in the bottom of Pentlands. I don't know where Pentlands is, mate, but I'm guessing it's close to here. That's it. I definitely need to tune into that. I'm going to get back on my Qigong. Yes, love it. Yeah, DM them. The shillajit is amazing. And it's very cheap now as well. And like I say, this stuff is the highest quality. I went through 3 other companies before I got to Raw. And some of the other stuff I just didn't find was as pure as this. It's like the taste of this is different, and then I gave it to my other intuitive friends and they were just like, different kettle of fish altogether, this one, compared to the one that they were taking. Oh yeah, I've had massive downloads and dreams off the tap. Oh mate, honestly, like literally this, I woke up this morning and knew, it's just like all of that. It was so clear. I'm actually going to go into it on here because I think it will help. It's like, okay, so I went into a church and it was full of crystals down on the bottom of the thing with A4. They were all sat on A4 pieces of paper with different like amounts written on them, basically. It was like amethysts, and then there was like the ones that really drew me to them were like these star crystals. So they had like, they were a crystal like that, and it was almost like a lens over the top of it. And then inside of it were these stars, like this, stars, crystals, almost like a quartz or like a really pinky, like really light pinky rose quartz almost with stars in. And they were the ones that really drew me to it. And they were like £19, 90 something, 97 or something. And actually before that, me and my mate Johnny, we were riding bikes there. He had an electric bike, I had a normal bike, and I rested my bike up against his. It fell over, but then I managed to catch it and really gently place it on the ground, yeah. Don't know why that's relevant, but anyway, the guy who owns or looked after the church and was selling the crystals was about to leave, so he was just like, "Oh, I'm about to close now." And then a martial artist who was called Bruce Lee, but it wasn't Bruce Lee. It was like some white guy with like Asian hair, and him and his brother came in. And they started to talk to me, speaking to him about his success. Then lots of people started to arrive in the church, and the church morphed into like a big church instead of like a white wall, blue carpeted church. Turned into a proper church, and then folk flooded in. It just felt really off. Felt like it was like zombies walking in. Basically, everybody was in a trance. I kept looking at the strip lights at the top of the church and was like, "Oh, these lights are fucking awful! Like, why people like?" And I remember saying to the people, "I'm like, these lights are awful. Like, there's really horrible lights." And they're like, "Remember how we were saying about this, Rachel? Actually, like, the LED lights and like they were really affecting us and that." Well, it was like that, and I actually drew a picture of these lights. There was 3 strip lights on the roof, but they were all over to one side of the church. And they were coming down, and I was like, "God, the light in here is absolutely awful. It's just creating this horrible atmosphere." And I was speaking to one of the churchgoers about replacing them. I was like, "I'll replace these with like actual spot lamps, like real spot lamps, like to light it all up." Right. Anyway, awful energy. And then written in brackets, false light. Offered to put in real lights. There's so much in this one. The sermon started, and I was so disinterested, and then I noticed how outdated the church was, like all around. It just looked like really like, wooden boarded and just really old and just really like not a good energy to it. Also, there was a bar at the front, so where everybody was focused on where the pulpit is or whatever it was. There was pint serving things, and everybody was worshipping Stella Artois and Strongbow. Right, that's what I wrote in this. I was so disinterested and disgusted. I left, getting looks from all the people. Went out and I was met by a priest who started to show me how the stained glass windows were installed and formed. And he said we found the images for the stained glass windows in a time capsule that was found in the churchyard. Right. And then I've drawn a little picture of what it was, and there was an angel hanging over a big road, and it looked like it was in Jerusalem or somewhere like that back in the day, and there was something over here. I can't remember what the fuck it was anyway. So then he had the energy of conditioned, he was conditioned, speaking to him, and then I was still speaking to this priest. He had a nice energy, but it was just really conditioned. And I said to him about the alcohol. And the entrance and the entranced clergy I've put. He had a nicer energy. I'm talking about a dream that I had last night. If anybody's coming into this and going what the fuck are you talking about? He had a nicer energy, but started to speak to him about the hypocrisy of what I saw in the teachings. Spoke of unconditional love. I spoke about unconditional love and what it is, and how the separation of all this unified consciousness was in contradiction within the sermon and the teachings that he was embodying. And then I started to talk about fear and how fear was the illusion, and it was the main point of what everybody was putting out. The point I hit on, that God isn't a being, it is an energy. God isn't a being, it is an energy that is not outside of us or any of us. And I started to speak about started to point to everybody and go you're God, I'm God, the church, everything's God, yeah? Or the universe, or whatever you want to call it. And then I started to speak about the reptilians and suffering, and how our denial of our reptilian brain created this suffering, that love heals all. Love and acceptance for where we're at right now heals all, and it protects us from harm. This is the key. Then his ego got flared up, and they wanted me to leave. And I said, yeah, no bother at all good. It was really nice speaking to you. Then I was looking for my jumper and struggled to find it. There you go. That was the dream last night. That was the back end of the dream anyway. Your astral project, yes. In physical, yes, for spiritual. Sorry, I'm new here. No, yeah, all good. Morning, Chicklin Davis. I so need to come over that side of the world. Yeah, most of the fellas in the gym take Shilajit. Yeah, but it's not just for men. This is the thing, it's really good at, can I say this on here? Balancing. When a hormones. It's super simple. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Do Qigong, you can't go wrong. Yeah, that's it. I need some Qigong to release all this stuff from sitting there. It's piled up all the energy. Katie Tatey, last time I tried, I fell pregnant for the first time in my life. Fertility is the best thing I've ever come across. Love it. Well, it's really cheap right now. Pin post if you're in the UK right now as well. Thank you. Thank you. I only took about a grain of rice to build that up slowly. Love it out. Excuse me. Right. Good morning. Only just joined. What are you talking about, please? You'll figure it out. Oh no, you said Scotland. I don't know where you are. Pentlands, a beautiful place. I'm in Lincolnshire at the moment. That's it. Thanks to Shilajit, I'm weight training now. Yeah, there you go. I've got my kettlebell there. I'm going to give it a good throw around after this. Love hearing about dreams. Yeah, me too. But still standing. Yeah. Churches used to be healing centres. Religion. Opium of the masses. Yes. Okay. Zombies. Yeah, I love it. Stellar. Yeah, no, it was mad. There was just because I was looking around, I was like, this church is it's just got the most awful energy about it. The lights are all fucked and that. And then it was just like, hang on a minute, there's a bar up the front and everybody's worshipping the bar. It's like, we want to get an old church and turn it into a Tesla tower. Yes, love it. Morning, Annie. Morning. Global faith in love has been manipulated by religious doctrines. 100% love it. 100% what she said. Copper and Mercury, yeah, the red Mercury, man, that's the one. Love all this. What's the jumper mean? I don't know. Yeah, it's a good dream though, isn't it? No dreams are random. They're all our subconscious telling us all these different things, There was a lot in that one last night, but like for anybody who struggles to remember the dreams, as soon as I started to write them all down, but I woke up this morning, I was just like, yep, that one has to go down. Like I just ran downstairs, got my candle, lit it, and then came upstairs and started scrying it all down. Scrying? Yeah, it's a new word, there you go. Somewhere in between scribing and writing, scryting. Hope you had something to eat. Wise tail? No, haven't. Females okay. What's your group called? Just tried to add, but my phone's had a meltdown. Maybe not meant to join though. That's it. Scrying. That's it. Got to run. Toodaloo. Cheers, Corey. Cheers for all the comments, mate. Thanks for all the likes, everybody, as well. There we go. I think I'm about done. It's a cool journal. Yeah, I've got this one. Got a mushroom one. I fill journals. God, so much at the moment, writing about scalar fields, all sorts of stuff. Reading this at the moment as well, rainbow tablets, maybe about nearly halfway through. And it all goes into like the lack programming and the abundance. So basically it's called the Rainbow Tablets, Abundance and Sacred Co-Creation, Challenge from the Rainbow Race. Again, discern everything, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And it's by Saya Lano Estrella. Great name, eh? Have you been taken into the future when you astral project? I've done some work in the astral realm where I've seen sort of stuff that's happening in the future, but that is not guaranteed. It's like I discern everything because there's often like I see it in like people who do ayahuasca and stuff like this. That only takes you into the astral realm. Okay, there are realms above that you can go to. Yeah, exactly. The future isn't fixed, so any premonitions, any of this sort of stuff, be very careful of it because we just don't know. And more often, because we live in an infinite intelligent universe, when we go into these states or we go into these places that show us this potential, is just a potential, and yeah, don't worry about it, mate. Honestly, everybody's going to die. Just recognize that. But be honest with it about that. It's like, however much we want to live long and all the rest of it, you are going to die at some point, and that's all right because we've died billions and billions of times before, and it's all good. It's like falling asleep, Where was I going with that? Yeah, a lot of the time when people get shown things, remember, the ego mind likes to attach to things. The infinite intelligence of the universe knows exactly what it has to show you to shift you into our highest timeline. So it might show you really scary stuff so that then you can discern what that is, let go of the attachment to it and release yourself from that fear. So I noticed this in people who have gone into like ayahuasca or mushroom ceremonies or any of these sorts of things. Yeah, there are some things that do come true, but there are also things that don't come true. And moreover, it's teaching us about attachment to outcome in these states of consciousness. Well, that's what I've discerned anyway from listening to other people, seeing what their lives are and all the rest of it. So it's more about really recognizing what is harmonious in your life and what is needing to be shifted, and only you can make that judgment or that discernment on that. So yeah, it's interesting because there's lots of times that friends of mine have seen like, oh, there was Sarah, my ex-partner, there, and there was Lauren there, and I was there as well, and I was with Alex, and Sam was with Sarah, and we all had babies together. So what they do is they attach egoically to that outcome of, oh, we're all going to have babies together, and when it doesn't happen, then we have this massive pitfall down because we've attached to that, and then we go like, hang on a minute, no, that isn't actually what's happening. It was just trying to get me to release that attachment so that I can free myself, so that I can liberate my mind. See? Really interesting, isn't it? So I'm not saying that all these premonitions and things that you have maybe aren't true, I would just ebb on the side of this is infinite intelligence. Yeah, your ego mind is a finite thing and it thinks that it knows everything. It doesn't know shit, really. That's it. So in order for it to release the attachment to that, which creates the suffering, it has to get us to attach harder to certain things so that we then let go of it. You see? It's really interesting. It's really interesting. Like I say, it's just things that I've realised over time and what witnessed and observed. And when you observe it, you realise how much suffering is created by the attachment to this outcome has to happen. And when it doesn't happen, then they fall to pieces. And then actually the universe was trying to get them to fall to pieces so that they could realise that it wasn't true. Yeah? What we're doing... Yes, there you go. Sam, you leave it in the end times. Everything comes to an end and everything starts again. So, yeah and no. Like, I believe right now something is coming to an end, yeah, and then every death is also a birth. You know, if you take it out of the times, you know, that's it. It's like, I'd like to say that was a spiritual awakening. What was your awakening? Suffering, lots of suffering. Yeah, hell was my initiation, going to what you would describe as hell when actually it was just a state of consciousness that I felt the most amount of terror that I've ever felt in my entire life. And I don't think it's possible to feel any more fear than that, really. And then it was just like, right, there you go. That was it. But yeah, it was psychedelics for me. DMT opened me up, and I had an ego death. And then when I came back to life, I realised that I was none of this, and that everybody was one thing, and that like love is the only like quantifiable thing in this universe, and everything is a polarity of love. That was it. For me, they show me things that has nothing to do with me. You'll discern all this, Lime. You'll discern all this. Don't worry. Like, don't think that you have to have all this sorted right now, or understand it, or understand it. A lot of the time we can't, you know. It's like, we'll just wait. It'll make sense in the future, trust me, you know. Or not. I saw aliens one time. I took mushrooms one time. Yeah, the thing about the psychedelics is they'll take you to the astral realm, you know, but there are realms above this, you know. So they can show you all sorts of things, and there are trickster energies in the astral realm and all this sort of stuff, you know. So it's about just discerning, you know, what feels good. And like I said, nothing can hurt you unless you allow it to, you know, unless you give it power. It's consensual universe or some shit. I've never taken anything. No, you don't have to. That's it, you know. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Life will teach you absolutely everything you need to know. And there's no, I mean, you can go out there and force it, but like I say, everybody's like forcing these healings and going, oh, I'll go and do ayahuasca and heal this part of myself and all the rest of it. You're only doing that because you think that something needs healed within you. You know, life will teach you everything. Yeah, life will teach you absolutely everything. You know, but meditation, sit in silence, boom, huge, massive. Or do whatever you want. Mushrooms are transmitters to higher realms, yes. But again, they only take you into the astral, and there are a lot of cheeky little things in there, you know. It's like, you want to go beyond that, just go into deep meditation and set your intention before you go into these meditations as well, you know. It's like, you know, I want to access whatever, you know. I want to, you know, and ask your guides, if there's something that you feel as though is disharmonious in your life, or there's something that is out of balance somewhere and you don't understand it, like, admit that to yourself. And then, well, this is what I did anyway on my journey, is like, you know, I didn't understand why I would create drama and run away whenever I felt as though I'd done something wrong or bad, you know, wrong, yeah. And when I was up with my ex-partner, like, I disappeared and lived in my car for like 2 weeks, you know, because I was just like, but now I realised that actually I hadn't done anything wrong. All I'd done is I'd exposed a part of her that she wasn't willing to look at. And so she then threw it all back onto me. And because I was in a people-pleasing state, I wanted to keep her happy. So what I did is then I went into this depressive state, or it was like a false depression. It was almost like a drama. I created drama. And I used to do this ever since I was a child because I wanted love. And I didn't understand this. So anyway, I was painting up this house, and was still working. I was still working as a handyman. I was painting this house, and I was just like, I don't understand why I fucking do these things. I remember like screaming to the universe, why do I create this drama? Why do I do this? I don't get it. You know, like, guide, step in, show me something. And then when I was painting this wall, just randomly, my mind rested, and all of a sudden this memory came in from when I was a child. And when I was a child, like, I got this flash of this memory, and I remember, I don't know what I'd done, but my mum was angry with me over something. I can't remember what it was. And I remember drying this knife, like I was drying a knife, you know, because we were doing the washing up together. And I just remember feeling all of this sort of like resentment from my mum, basically. And then what I did was I was drying this knife, and like I just put it against my wrist like this, and I was just like, oh, like this, and I was like literally like, please just love me, like this, almost, you know. I didn't say that, but that's what I was going for. My mum just turned around, because she's a really hurt person, you know. She was trapped really badly when she was younger, so there's no resentment there. Now I just understand it. And she just went, oh, go on then, you know, like slit your wrists, you know. And I was just like, oh, shit, that didn't work. So I was creating drama because I was like, love me, please love me. Like, you know, I want to be loved, you know. I want nice things happen to me from my parents, and I didn't get that love, you know. And it's like, you know, I remember, because my mum couldn't honestly give that love because she didn't know what it was, you know. It's like she was attached in a relationship. She was attached to her children, you know. It was all conditional love, basically. It was all conditional love, you know. She had to be a certain way, so that then we had to be a certain way, and that's why we came into this family, to heal these wounds of that, you know. So now it all makes sense. At the time it doesn't, and it can be really confusing for people. So I know, you know, it's like, I know, but like, ask your guides. Guides are there. They'll implant a memory when your mind's silent, and they'll go like, oh, this is why, you know. And I got that memory, and I was like, oh shit, right, yeah. Oh, this is massive. And I literally said, oh, this is massive to myself. I was working in this house on my own. It's like, shit, this is it. And then later on that evening, I went up to see Sarah, my ex-partner, and I said like, oh, thank you for all of this, because like, you know, I've realised that why I've created these dramas. I didn't understand it before, you know. And it's like, there you go. There's another part of your subconscious mind that has then been brought to the light, and then you're able to sit there with it and go like, oh shit, I was just wanting love, because that's what it all is. We just want love, you know. Whatever it is that's occurring, it's just love, lack of love, lack of love. Why are you depressed? Lack of love for yourself. Why are you anxious? Lack of love. It's all lack of love, you know. Or you're lower down the scale of polarity of love, you know, so you're more in fear, you know. But if you don't understand it, and you've got a subconscious, not consciously you doing it, it's a patterning, then to bring these things to light, you've got to shine a light on it. And sometimes we don't understand it. Ask your guides. They're there going like, where will just give you all this shit, man? You know? It's like, so anything that comes up now I'm in a really healthy connection, you know, with the person that I love. And it's really lovely, because like, now I'm able to speak out any of these things, you know, rather than have it blow up into drama or whatever it is, you know. Similarly, me for her as well. It's like, it's just met with compassion. And that's a real big change when this happens, you know, real big change. Shabba-dabba-doo. Can't steal James Slag's caption, because it depends on your vibration too. Yes, well, relate that to so much. Good stuff. Ariana, that's a nice name. Working out soul contracts, forgiving that soulmate within your mum. Yes. It goes beyond this lifetime. And my mum is such a divine trigger for that as well, you know. It's like, again, look at everything as being good, because it is, you know. It's just maybe we don't understand it, so we run away from it because we're confused by it. And I see so much of this in humanity right now, you know. Everybody's running away from their fear, thinking that that's the thing that's, you know, oh, it's making me unhappy. Yeah, it is, because you're giving it power, you know. We give it power, and therefore it controls us. So as soon as you start to look at it and go, right, what is this about? Then it goes like, oh, shit, it's figured out the game. Oh, bollocks, run. You know? And then it's the next thing. And you do this endlessly. It just goes through it. And that's the beauty of this life. That's why we've come here, you know? Random, but you have amazing teeth. And I know they are yours. They are. Apart from that one, it disappeared, the little swine. Well, thank you very much. I didn't choose it. But I did have tram lines, because these two, at one point, were right up here. I look like an inverted vampire. when I was growing up. So I had tram lines and things. Right, my battery's about to go, so that's me for the day. Hope that helped everybody. Shilajit's here. If you want to book a call with us, feel free. Please go and check out Sifu Boggy's Qigong practices and all that sort of stuff. He does Qigong on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I got that wrong. I think that's right, isn't it? Yes. No, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. At 7:45. No, 7:40. Yeah, 7:45. Boggy. Stick up. Go and follow him. Radford, you're an absolute legend. Lime, nice to see you. 4:45, sorry. That's right, 4:45, not 7:45. Go and follow him for nice Qigong practices because they really help. And as Sifu says about it, they are a Swiss Army knife for moving energy, you know. And he helped me move a load of energy from my back last night, and I can really feel it. And it's probably why I feel very connected in the astral realm and all the rest of it. Shilajit's here. It's really cheap for this week. Go and buy some. Take it every day. That's it. Anything I missed? Probably loads. I always miss loads of stuff. Hope it helped. Ask you guys for help. That's a big takeaway from this. Or do whatever you want. What do I know? Or some shit. There you go. Right, spot on. Cheers, Ben. Love you, mate. Love yous. Take care. Have a wonderful, breezy day wherever you are, or a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are. Love yous, and I'll catch you all soon. Toodaloo. Right, I'm going to go and probably eat some breakfast, I would say. See you later. Toodaloo. Bye. Cheers for all the follows. Cheers for all the likes. It really helps. Ta.